My people stuck in their ways, denying the power and busy refusing to change. They charge it all to the game, but we got the keys that we need to open them gates. They taking drugs for the pain, the pills and the lean and the weed, they been hitting the same. They say it pours when it rains, the fire from heaven is drowning the city in flames. Cause we never sleep, and this war that we fighting is not for the weak. And we got the power to burn on the tower. If we talking about scriptures, we armed to the teeth. Cause we never sleep, and this war that we fighting is not for the weak. And we got the power to burn on the tower. If we talking about scriptures, we armed to the teeth. Okay, you know the prophets, we don't play. I see a king when I look in the mirror, and y'all niggas yoga like yo play. We playing chess when we blitz in these churches, then we look at them like yo play. My people sleep on the God, but he wake them up with the prophets like obey. Hey, y'all better wake up. They steady lying on Jacob. Me and my sin had to break up.
The pants is the pants, Precious. Precious is the pants. Read again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So what clothes you men not supposed to wear? And what else?
Panty.
And what else?
Dress.
And dress and skirt.
Right.
These are the things that men not supposed. So how is it we quick to understand and we sure that this one is talking about men, but we ain't sure on what is talking about the woman?
Okay, I like
calm down. Still listening something here. Read again.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So we as men not supposed to put on dress and skirt. So women not supposed to wear what? Pants.
Yes, I agree with that because you have tough boys wearing man's clothes who is young, and you have girls wearing man's clothes.
Right, but listen, but not tell them, we're telling you.
But yes, I'm
so give me that intimacy.
I don't like man, I don't like you.
Yeah, but listen, as a woman, that's for you. As a woman, you supposed to dress modestly.
Yes.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So women are supposed to dress modestly. You know what modesty goes into? It's like how your wife wearing the long dress. That's how a woman's supposed to dress. Because you don't want your wife walking the road and the next man sipping her, and the next man calling her, hey babes, come. You don't want that. That's disrespectful to you. You understand? Read.
In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So women are supposed to dress modest. So it's like what the young girl is wearing. You was talking about that. The child not supposed to be wearing tights. Because could you watch by face and see who is a pedophile outside there? You could just watch somebody by their face and see there's a pedophile. No, you can't. But you know who is a pedophile or not? You would never know. So what if there's a man outside there watching the little girl? That's why you're supposed to dress up people modest. That's what we're supposed to do, you understand? So I understand the lady trying to pull her away. So thank you for your time. You got a flyer? You got one of this paper? Yeah, go give me a paper. So we go deal with you now. We'll talk to you now.
I'm a shot here. Thanks.
Why is your shot schedule? You have to go and work? What work you do? What today is according to God? According to God, what is the significance of today?
Today is the Sabbath, day of rest.
Today is the Sabbath, the day of rest. You understand? So what we're not supposed to do on the Sabbath? Walk. What else? You seem like an educated man. What else?
Well, okay.
And don't say the Sabbath they change it because it never changed it, but go ahead.
No, it didn't change.
Alright, go ahead.
The Sabbath is a day of rest.
And what day is Sabbath?
I'm guessing Sunday?
You can.
When is Sabbath day?
You cannot cook.
Right.
You cannot cook.
You cannot cook? Okay.
You cannot like travel up and down with buses. You can't.
No, you can't spend money.
Right, one way.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Right?
So you can't cook, you can't spend money. What else?
You can't work.
You can't walk.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. Because I used to go to a Pentecostal church.
Right.
And I know in the Pentecostal church, as church over, they go in the shop. So are they keeping Sunday holy? No. Some of them they leave in the church to go to work. So are they keeping Sunday holy? So what is that called according to God? That's called being a hypocrite. Because if you say Sunday is the Sabbath day, then you're supposed to treat Sunday as the Sabbath day. But they don't do that. But Saturday, the last day of the week, is the Sabbath day. Give me that in Genesis first. Genesis, let me get it. Let me show you something. Genesis first.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 2. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made. And he rested on
And
the
he what? And he what?
And he rested on the seventh day.
The seventh day. So what day is the seventh day of the week? Huh? Sunday. You have a phone? Pull out your phone and pull out your calendar. Pull out your calendar. You have a phone? Sis, Calico? You have a phone?
Yeah, you in my bag?
Right, pull out your phone and pull out the calendar. Hold on. Let me ask a question.
No, I'm asking you a question. No, you ask them now, which is the seventh day? Well, I know the seventh day is today.
Right, so let me see. So let me see yours. Let me see your calendar. What you say? So what you say? What you say? Just pull up your calendar. What is the seventh day?
Yeah, I guess.
So somebody lied to us?
That's right.
Because give me Daniel 9. Let me show you something. Somebody would have lied to us because you would have said Sunday. You said Sunday. Said it proud. She said Sunday because that's the first thing she came up. She said Sunday. But the Bible says Saturday. Not Saturday, but the last day of the week, which is today, is the Sabbath. Daniel 7:25. Watch it.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
So there's a particular race of people, he says, they speak great words against the Most High, meaning they change what God looked like, they change what Christ looked like, and what else they do?
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws.
What they go change?
Change times.
What they go change?
Change times.
So why we feel that Sunday is not the Sabbath? Who taught us that? The same person who put us in slavery. Because they made Sunday the day of rest. When the Bible says Sabbath day is the day of rest. So what day you go? What day you? What church you Christian in? You? Catholic. You? It's Catholic. You?
Catholic.
Wow, yeah, boy. Wow, like a Catholic church. Yeah, Catholic and Anglican.
I Christian Catholic.
Right. So question: where does the Roman Catholic religion come from? What race of people gave us that?
I don't know that. No?
You don't know? No. What race of people gave us Roman Catholic as religion? Don't go, Calico, don't go. What race of people? What race? You know? What race of people gave us Catholic religion?
Romans.
What race are the Romans? They called Caucasian. Give me to Psalm 28. Give me to Psalm 28 and verse 40. Watch out. Let me show you something. Psalm 28 and 40.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48.
Some of these things here is going to line up with us, and the rest is going to line up with the people who gave us religion. Watch it.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So Moses here is speaking to the children of Israel. And Moses says to the Israelites, you're going to be a servant to your enemy. So the person who is serving is the Israelite, and the person who they are serving is the enemy. You understand that? You understand that? You understand what I just said? Read again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So Moses is speaking to the Israelites. And Moses said to the Israelites they're going to serve their enemies. So the person who is at the bottom being the servant is the Israelite. And the person who they are serving is the enemy. You understand that part? Right, read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
So when they are, as a servant, when they want food, they have to go to the enemy. Read.
And in thirst.
And when they want water to drink, they have to go to the enemy.
And in nakedness.
And the clothes that they wear, they have to go to the enemy for it. Read.
And in want of all things.
In want of all things also goes into your religion, goes into your identity, goes into what you call yourself as a race.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.